Hola, hola! So today we are going to be doing this really fun, colorful holiday look. I really like the way that it turned out and we are playing with some of my new goodies. If you guys want to see how I got this look, let's go. Okay guys, so I'm going to start off by taking the Wonder Glow by Charlotte Tilbury. And I'm going to be using this as my primer today. And just to add a little bit of luminosity to my complexion. I'm going to be using my Fenty foundation. This is the hydrating one and I have the shade 300. For my concealer, I'm using the Anastasia concealer in shade 11. And I'm just going to apply it down here. A little bit in the inner corner and then of course the outer corner, because this is where I tend to see the darkness. I have like little dark corners there in the inner corner, and then I always see like the shadow down here. So I'm gonna let this get a little tacky, do my eyebrows, and then you guys can see what the complexion looks like. So I use my paint pot in Laying Low, and I'm going to be using my Rose Quartz palette. I have been dying to play with this. The first shade I'm going to take is Cherished, which is this pink shade here. And I'm going to use a Morphe A11. I'm just going to dust this shade all over the lid up to the brow. This shade is not very pigmented, or at least it doesn't show up on my skin, which is why I feel comfortable taking it all the way up. Also, I feel like with this color, even if you could see it just a little bit, I'm okay with it just adding to the overall aesthetic of this look. With the same brush, I'm going to take Happiness. And I am going to add that into the crease. This is such a pretty pink. It's a cross between like a pink and a purple, but I really like the way that it's looking. I'm going to take an A20, which is just a little bit more of a denser brush, and it's also flat, so it's going to allow me to pack color. And I'm going to take the shade Gratitude, which is this shade here, and I'm going to pat that into the outer corner. And then also blend that into the crease. I'm going to take my other blending brush and just soften this crease. So again, I don't really want it to be as intense in the crease, but I do want Gratitude to blend in with the other two shades. I'm going to take Cosmic Love, which is this shade here. This was one of the shades that made me want to buy this palette, to be honest with you guys. When I first saw it, the color story, I was just kind of indifferent about it. And then when I started to see swatches and actual people use this palette, the special shades, which are the shimmer shades in this case, really caught my attention because I thought they were very unique and beautiful. And I still believe that these colors are just very unique and special. I'm going to take Moon Magic, which is another shade that I was really intrigued by, and I'm going to apply it with my pinky. And it's similar to Cosmic Love, just a little bit lighter, but it blends beautifully. I'm going to now take Energized with my pinky. I cleaned it off, and I'm going to pop this right in the inner corner. This is really pretty. So pretty. Okay, so I have on mascara, and I did a wing liner using Charlotte Tilbury's Barbarella Brown pencil. It's one of my favorites. It doesn't move. It's really easy to work with, especially using a brush. Like, it's fantastic. I also took Mantra, which is this shade here, and I used an A18 and I just stamped it where I did the Barbarella Brown, just because I felt like the brown was, I wanted something that was really going to make this liner pop. So I'm going to take Mantra again and then just use this on the outer part of my eye and then just connect that to the wing. I'm going to take Moon Magic and then place that right in the center on the lower lash. I'm taking Mantra and then just using that on the inner corner. I'm taking Energized with the same flat brush and I'm just going to bring that up and line the inner crease. Okay, so I'm taking the edge of the brush and all I'm doing is just lining from where the highlight of the inner corner kind of starts and then bringing it up into the crease. And it isn't going to add anything extremely different or that will really stand out, but looking at it closely, I can just see where this little silvery haze lines the inner part and it just adds a little special touch. I hope you guys can see it because it does add just a little bit of a pop. So I'm going to take my A11 and I'm going to go back into Happiness, which was this pink shade here. And I'm just going to go over the edges of this just to add again that little hint of pink. Okay guys, I'm going to take Energize, which was that like silvery champagne color, and I'm going to use this just right in the center underneath the liner because I feel like I need a little something else. It's just a little something something. So I'm going to take the highlighter from the Nudegasm palette, apply this before I do my blush. I am somebody that likes my highlighter and my blush to kind of marry. I just don't like when highlighter looks like it's sitting on top of blush. I don't know why. I like to do highlighter first and then I like to go in and add my blush just to kind of layer it so it looks like it's blended versus like just colors sitting on top of each other, I guess. For my blush, I'm going to use my Patrick Ta palette. And today we are going to go in with the pink shade. I'm going to take this A32 and I'm going in with the cream first. And I'm going to take the powder and just layer that. Ooh. This quickly went from cute to clown cheeks. But it just goes to show you guys just how pigmented this is because I barely touched that powder. No se asusten. Don't be scared. We're gonna fix this. I'm gonna use my foundation brush and then just lightly buff over this. And this is going to help tone it down. I'm gonna go back into the Nudegasm palette and I'm gonna start off with the light shade in this palette, the light contour shade. And then just keep that color in the back. Doing the contour after blush, I find has also helped keeping your contour shade from looking muddy. Sometimes if you go in with your contour first and then go in with your blush or cheek product, it can look a little muddy, but I find that this has worked for me. I'm going to go in with the darker color in this palette and do the same. I'm going to take my A11 and I'm going to go in with the lighter shade. I'm just going to run it down the sides of my nose. Okay guys, so this is where we are at. I'm going to take my Scandinavia setting spray, blot this gloss, and then come back to finish the look. Alright, I've taken Dose of Colors Truffle Lip Pencil and I'm going to take their Liquid Matte in Truffle. Alright, so here is the final look. I ended up taking Truffle lip gloss and just adding a little bit to the center, but that's pretty much all I did. And I like the look. I think it's really pretty. I just don't know if it's what I had in mind for today, but I don't know really what I had in mind. This is a really fun festive look. I think that it's something that you can wear for Christmas, or I think it's something that you could wear for any of your holiday events. I think it's really pretty, different. It's still very soft, but you can definitely see that it is very playful in color, texture, and also the definition to the eyes. I mean, come on. I have to say I really enjoy it. I mean, it's definitely one of those really fun looks. It's not going to be your standard holiday look with, you know, maybe a really sparkly eye and bold lip, which, don't get me wrong, I love those looks, but this is a little bit more on the fun side. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and like this video. It really does help my channel. Also, leave a comment down below. I really love to hear from you guys. Maybe in the comment section, tell me where you're from. Thank you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.